Okay, so as you can tell by my attire, that it's the same day, um, just a little bit later, February 14th, or February 17th, sorry, Alex's birthday, um, 10:30 at night. So we just got back uh, about 45 minutes ago from seeing her since dropping her off this morning. Um, it was good. It was really good to see her. We got there and she was in the day room or community room. I don't know, with probably 15 other girls, and some of the parents. It was visiting hours, so we got to see her from like 7:15 to 9:15. Um, and she was in decent spirits. You could tell that she was holding back some emotions, but being as strong as she is, that I've learned throughout this process how strong she is. She held all that back. So um, she wasn't feeling too good. So initially, when she got here, they had tested her for strep. It was negative. When we got there this evening, she was complaining about not feeling good, and I felt her head. She was warm to me, and so the nurse took her temperature, and it was 100.6, and he called whoever he had to call, and they swabbed her for the flu, and here he got permission to swab her for the flu, and she was negative, so they gave her some ibuprofen. But while we were there, she had not gotten her room assigned yet, but we were told that while we were there that it would be assigned, so that happened, and she had hit it off earlier in the day with another girl, I think from Virginia. He'd been there about a couple weeks, and um, um, you know, she developed a bond with her, I guess. Super nice girl, super sweet, appeared to be. Family seemed really, really nice, and ended up being able to room with her. So she was really excited. The other girl was really excited. But then after she tested positive with a fever, she had to be taken out of that room and placed in an isolated room. I don't, not really isolated, I guess it is, but that sounds like a bad word. Just a single room, and just for the evening, and then we're told that she'll go back to the same room tomorrow, which is I hope that's what happens because she was really excited. So during snack, since she was running a fever, she had to eat in her room, and she had yogurt covered pretzels with an 8 ounce glass of milk. And the way they work is if family is there with her um, during mealtime, they want you to eat the same amount of food as she is eating. So um, I decided I was going to try the same thing. So I got the yogurt covered pretzels with a big old bowl of yogurt. So um, it was pretty good. Um, we're still extremely pleased with everything about Veritas. It's staff members were, always a smile on their face. There's never a dumb question. Super helpful. Uh, just always smiling, and so I'm thoroughly impressed with the atmosphere and everything like that. There were some girls in the day room that had the feeding tubes, and there were others that didn't, and they were with family members. And the ones that didn't have family members, most of them were on their phone or watching a movie. So um, it was pretty good. It was a good visit. Um, Prior to that, we were able to, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the other video, do the group session, which we heard a couple of the dads of previous patients talk, and that was very insightful. So, and provided hope. Um, what that has made me realize is how much support Alex is going to need from us and family. And that, I think that's going to be probably one of the most challenging parts of this is determining how often we need to come. I envy the people who live close, who live in the same city that could just come here during the lunch break. But that's something that Jen and I will have to navigate and figure out what we can do. But we'll do as much as we can. But all in all, I was glad I got to see her kind of in good spirits, knowing that I get to go back tomorrow and see her Saturday. Got to be there at 8:45 for a group session. I think that starts at 9, and then we get to see her from like 10 to 12, and then I think we have a therapist session tomorrow, and we don't get to see her tomorrow evening, but then we get to turn around and see her on Sunday for a couple hours before we leave to head home. And Sundays are going to be awful day. But we have no option other than to manage and do what's best for her. So until next time.